Hey guys, what's going on? Thought I'd update you on IWM Alerts, the new service where in the first 5 to 10 minutes we take a trade on IWM options. So here it says on the landing page, which I'll link in the description below, that it's the first hour, but really it's the first 10 minutes of market open. David's amazing at doing this. He's been doing it for years and he's averaging about 30% a month. When I first came across him in the first week of this year, he'd made $47,000 trading the strategy. Now he's up to somewhere between 60 and 100,000. Not exactly sure how much he's made, but he's trading quite a lot of contracts because he's really got this dialed in. New people are starting in the Discord with just a few contracts, so you'll see what they're doing in the Discord in a few minutes. But wanted to go over yesterday's trade really quickly and how the Discord kind of works for people that are interested in potentially joining us, which I highly recommend because I've only seen David lose one or maybe two trades since the start of this year, so in the last 6 weeks, trading every day. So it's pretty amazing. And because we do this on voice chat, it's actually replicable, so you can see the voice channel here. People are sitting in there now, even though the trade's over for the day. But people join the voice chat and you get this fantastic professional commentary from David. This is David right here, David Alexander, Trade and Investment Group. And so this is yesterday's summary of what happened, and then I'll show you in more detail what happened today. So he says, in summary, today we bought the 224 put 0 DTE, so these are 0 DTE options on IWM. As we identified, the other participants in the IWM market did not agree with the 226, 225, and 224 price tag from 211. So he goes through like in detail pre-market all this kind of stuff, and you get this starting about half an hour before. So this is the stuff that happened before, and so you can start to get a feel and actually learn the strategy. And yesterday I saw one guy basically take the trade based on what he's learned already from this. So this is teaching you to fish as well as giving you the actual alert on voice chat in real time so you don't miss it. Because these are quite quick trades, which are good because you get your trading done and dusted early on in the day at a fixed time, just a few minutes after market opens. Anyway, he tells you what contracts he's going to actually take, starting to put in his watch list. And then around this time, so right as market opens, we switch to the voice chat and he continues the commentary and says, hey, I'm buying this now. And it allows people to get in without that lag that happens between, writing out an alert and people getting in. And so yesterday was a winner. He did really good. It wasn't as good as today, though. He didn't quite meet his targets. He got $8 per contract. Remember, these contracts are cheap, like 53 cents or $53 a contract. So $53 a contract. He's aiming for $20 profit per contract on some of the position, $10 per contract on the majority of the position. So you can work out the percentage, but that's about about 20 to 40%. 40% is amazing. Normally people are getting in the region of 20% per trade on this. So yeah, so that was yesterday and that went well. Let's talk about today a little bit. So this is today's pre-market analysis. Now a lot of people are making the mistake of thinking that this is the alerts. This is not. This is the notes for the alerts. So this is kind of his research, what he's looking at. Give some comments. In this case, he said he was waiting on the industrial production report at 9:15 a.m. Eastern time, so 15 minutes before the market opens. And he says, not a market mover, but import and export prices are on the raise. So he's looking at all this stuff for you, and analyzing it from his perspective. And he's starting to say the prices are out of balance to the upside, with the 210 profile becoming the reference. And some of these charts might look unfamiliar to you, but he explains them inside the Discord. So here is where he starts to say, hey, I'm keeping my eye on this possible fade. The VIX is nicely below the 20 mark. You want the VIX to be low, which is good. A little early, but we're starting to see activity at the top of the 210 M period. And he's putting his, so this is all his thoughts pre-market. And so the trade actually came out within a minute of the market opening. And the trade summary is down here, and then I'll show you the actual trade. So in summary, today we bought the 227 put 0 DTE on the IWM as we identified the other participants in the IWM market did not agree with the 227 price price tag from the 210. We also identified that prices were trading at POC of 210 with an M period high of 210. 0.42 entry, so $42 per contract. So you can do one contract if you want. He does like 300 or something because he's been doing this for a while. But he does hundreds and hundreds of contracts, so he makes significant money from this. And for a long time there, he was posting his screenshots showing thousands of dollars in profit every day on this. So he definitely does this. He's really good at what he does. You can do it with a small account. You're not going to make a huge amount of money though, because basically each contract when they're 42 cents will only make you $10 to $20 profit per contract. So you can see this adds up if you have a lot of contracts. Let's look at what the trade actually was real quick, and then I'll show you how people did yesterday and today on the trade. Here's the market open on IWM. He bought puts within the first minute and it went straight down for several minutes, and he got out within a few minutes here. It reverses and you often see that, but he's really good at timing the entry and exit for these trades, so he really nailed it again today on that. So the proof is always in the pudding, right? So how are subscribers doing? And this is what has really got me excited about this particular service, is subscribers are able to replicate this because of the voice channel as well. So we look back, so I'm just kind of going to yesterday here. There's a lot of chat because people, and I'm really excited to see this, people are really interested in learning how to do this for themselves as well as just following the alerts. So people are posting screenshots of the money. This is from yesterday. So Texas Yeti did 6 contracts. He got $30, which is a small win. Yesterday was definitely a smaller win, but people were saying, you know, great call. I got it, thanks. I only got 2, but green is green. So this was yesterday's, so this definitely wasn't optimal. It was a harder day yesterday, but it was definitely a win still. So just kind of scrolling up here to show you what people are doing. Kind of looking through here. So people won yesterday, you can see that. This guy played futures on RTY, played 2 contracts plus 190, so that's pretty good. So people are winning at this and they're liking it. They often say thanks to him and they're excited about it, as I've shown in previous videos. Yesterday Sean got 0.52 to 61. What's that, about 10%? So about 10%. 10% is like a poor day, I would say. Obviously a loss is worse, but for a green day, 10% is like the minimum kind of area. More like 20 or even 30% can be doable on the more like standard days. So yesterday, like I said, wasn't particularly good. Still a win though, so you can't complain. So today, if we look, this was today. Let's see where it starts. Discord can get confusing. Yesterday, still yesterday. All right, today, Valentine's Day. So Texas Yeti is really learning this, so he's starting to make comments in the chat, which is nice to see, where he's actually understanding the play. And you see David Alexander here says, sure does. And people are starting to get into the trade in a little bit. This is still pre-market, so people are starting to look here. And then within 3 minutes of the market opening, David's already on, at this point, David's already on voice chat talking, saying, hey, I'm buying this. And Sean Wang got 0.58 to 0.68, so another really nice little win for him. It's very consistent, so they're smaller wins, but when you think about the price of the contract, these are actually quite big percentages, 10, 20, 30% sometimes. So you got a good, this guy, Wavemaster, got a bad fill, but he still got a good profit on 2 contracts. Got a bad fill at 0.57, got out at 0.64 and 0.67, so a good profit on 2 contracts. Getting used to moving my stops and take profit levels on that around active trader. So you do have to work at the system a little bit, but it is proven to be profitable, which is what I really like. Pine got 35 profit today. This is good. People are using small numbers of contracts because you can do it with small amounts of money, which is really nice. So you don't have to stress if you only have 50 or 100 bucks in the trade. So Texas got in at 0.57. He used 10 contracts today, so it looks like he's scaling up a little bit. He got out half at 0.67, so 10%, and then 0.7, which is 20% for the other half. So that's pretty nice. Bad Trader got 140 profits in 2 days, still using small amounts of capital here, so that's good. This guy got 58 to 68 on the contracts, so decent little win there. Bojan, I think that's how you say it, caught it on RTY futures, so that's good. This guy Catering Jack did the 1 DTE, so he changed the contracts a little bit. 227 put in at 109 out of 126, so nearly 20% winner on that. So yeah, so people are doing RTY, but also IWM options. So looking here, just showing you what people are doing. Then there's a lot of chat around here about people, how they're doing things, what brokerages they're using, how they're setting their stop loss. It's a very educational Discord as well as these alerts. Carbonized did 0.57 to 0.64. So you can see there's a lot of activity here about how people are doing this, even talking about doing it with prop firms, with RTY. So yeah, a lot of action in this Discord, and I love to see that because people are trying to learn how to do it better. But overall, this is a really profitable strategy. I highly recommend you sign up for the system if you like fast trades at defined times. So that's the cool thing, is you know it's going to happen within a few minutes of market open. You know when to set your time aside. You just have to go in the voice channel. You can listen to an absolute expert talk you through how to make 10 to 30% within minutes. And this is the landing page right here. Check the description. You can go and purchase it right here. Hopefully that's helpful. Hopefully you're starting to see the advantages of being part of IWM alerts, options on IWM. And I'll talk to you guys soon.